Hello everybody and welcome to Eddzshed. In this video I'm going to be looking at speed leveling and hopefully giving you some helpful tips, tricks and pointers. If you do find this video helpful, please make sure to subscribe for plenty more gaming content on my channel. Right, so to sort of briefly go over what we'll look at in this video, I personally believe that there are four main ways to level, or to level quickly anyway. The first one is Tomes of Knowledge. That was pretty much self-explanatory, but I will go over it for anybody who doesn't know about them. You've then got crafting, once again self-explanatory, but I will just explain it in a bit more detail in a minute. Then you've got boosting, which I don't agree with, as I think it damages the community, and I'll explain that. And then finally we will get to actually just speed leveling, the actual grind, the going from place to place to place, and getting through the levels very quickly. In this video, as I say, I'll cover all four of them, but feel free to skip to the ones that you actually want to find out about. There will be some times in the description below as to where each bit starts. So, to start off, we'll go with the quickest possible way you can level a character, which is Tomes of Knowledge. Now this, you will have to already have Tomes of Knowledge. I will put up a video on some of the best ways to collect Tomes of Knowledge, but if you're watching this video and you're a brand new player, it's not really something that you will have open to you. If you're logging in every single day and you're still leveling very slowly, you will end up collecting some Tomes of Knowledge before you get to level 80, so feel free to use them as and when they turn up. But equally, once you get to level 80, don't waste them to get extra spirit shards now. Just keep piling them up, and then when you want a brand new character, you'll be able to just get one straight away. When Heart of Thorns comes out, I've got 70 something to instantly get a Revenant to level 80. The next option we've got available to us is crafting, and crafting is very much it's an expensive way to level 80. This is one of the ways that it's going to cost you far more than you're getting out of it, sort of thing. The process of crafting is you'll have to go through every single crafting profession and take it right the way up to about skill 400. You know, that's the cheapest way to do it, and it should ensure that you do get to level 80 just on the experience you're getting through crafting. But then you'll still have no waypoints and stuff, and in my opinion, going through low level areas on a level 80 is very boring, so I would probably advise not using this solely, but crafting can be a very good way to get a little bit extra experience while you're grinding. So, as you're out in the world, collect some bits and pieces and then put them towards crafting when you're in a town or in a city, and it will speed up your process to 80. So, coming in at number 3, we've got boosting, and I really don't like it. I don't like boosting because there are very few people out there that can do a dungeon. Let me explain the process of boosting. It will require your mates to have completed a dungeon and then bring you in at the very end so that you get about 80% of a level, I believe it is, and you'll also get the tokens as if you'd completed the whole dungeon. This is very bad for the community because there are very few 4-man groups that can actually complete a dungeon nowadays. And this means what they end up doing is they end up kicking out people from the LFG in order to invite you in. And I shouldn't have to point out that that's unfair, but it's unfair. So I really don't like boosting. It's really damaging for the community in Guild Wars. The next thing we're going to look at is the actual grinding, and this is probably why you're here if you're watching this video. Now, I've got a few tips and pointers for the grinding. The first one is, as you're leveling, as you're going through the areas and stuff, be doing a little bit of crafting, as I said in the crafting section. But what I would probably advise you doing is already be thinking about what legendary you're wanting to make, so that you can only be doing the crafting professions that are relevant to that legendary. Otherwise you're going to spend a lot of money on something that will pretty much be worthless towards the end game of Guild Wars. I know for me, when me and my mates, the game first came out, we had a little bit of a competition to see who could get to level 80 first, I did succeed at this because I was doing lots of crafting, but I was crafting cooking materials when in fact I wanted to get Predator first. So I had this absolutely worthless profession, and I had no karma, as cooking is a very, very expensive profession to be doing on this. So then, moving away from that side of things, the actual process of the leveling, you're going to want to stay in the highest level areas you possibly can. Don't bother going for map completion first time round. You can come back and do the areas again. You want to be moving from, say you just hit level 15, but you've still got loads of hearts to complete in an area from level 1 to 15. Move from there. Go to a level area that is 15 to 25. If you zoom out on the map in Guild Wars, it'll show you what the level areas are, or what the area levels are, and move to the hardest one you can physically do on the character at the time. Continuing from that, when you're in those higher level areas, complete any event that you see. Half the time the events will actually count towards the nearest heart you're by, and also you'll be getting a lot more karma, which will help out with your crafting, and also it can really break up the monotony of just running from heart to heart. The events tend to be quite good fun in Guild Wars, so I would really suggest doing that. You know, they're very much worthwhile doing it. Be picking up bits and pieces as you go. That should go without saying, so that you have a bit of money to buy the best gear you can wear. And you're going to want to try and keep your character up to date with the best gear she can get, because that will allow you to kill things a little bit quicker, and it all adds up, allowing you to get through the events and stuff a lot quicker. If you are just sort of meandering through the game and doing it very slowly, there's no harm in having very outdated gear, because you can usually still do an event, but you know, gear doesn't seem to count as much as in other games I've played. Well, certainly I've never found that in Guild Wars, but it will allow you to get through things quicker. It will give you more survivability. You can attack 3 mobs as opposed to 2, and get through things like that. And that sort of concludes my thoughts and feelings on speed leveling. If you've got any questions with regards to what we've sort of discussed or the points I've brought up, please leave a comment in the descriptions or in the comments section below, and I will do my best to get back to you. I'm pretty good. I'll usually get back to anybody who leaves a comment. And don't forget to like and subscribe. There's plenty of videos on my channel, and yeah, I'll see you around.